Well, hey guys, it's Tony. I'm finally getting around to answering the questions. I've just been crazy on the road and being a dad. You know, my good friend Ted Firth told me one time that you'll realize how much free time you used to have when you have a kid, and that's definitely true. But we're having a great time, and let me get to some of these questions here. First of all, we got two questions that are about the same. One from Zuo Wang. Hi Tony, I just watched your intro video and I would like to ask a question about improvisation. I was a classical pianist and now I'm learning jazz piano. Could you give me some advice how I should improve the improvisational skill? Many thanks, Zuo. Well, first of all, great that you already have your piano skills together as a classical player. So now that you have those, forget all that just for a second and start listening to a lot of jazz. Start learning how to play chord changes and how to read lead sheets. You know, learn your 2/5 chords. You know. And then just kind of play just around without having music in front of you. And then, you know, start to just really put yourself on the spot. Play with other people, jam and take solos. And, you know, that's really where it comes in. It's when you're, you know, have to be in the moment and play a solo. It doesn't matter if it's not good at first. You just have to keep doing it. Also, CJ Hun 1231. Hey Tony, huge fan. What advice would you give to a beginner singer? You've inspired me to start singing while accompanying myself on the piano. I took a few singing lessons, but I feel discouraged because it's not coming naturally to me. Well, first of all, thanks so much that I'm encouraging you to play piano and sing, but don't get discouraged. You've only had a few lessons. You know, it's just anything with music. It's about getting better a little bit at a time, and it's tough in this day and age when we want to get better at things really quickly. I'm still getting better in little baby steps myself. So even if you just do 1% better than you did last time, then you're making progress. As long as you're not getting worse, as long as you're getting better, you'll eventually become really good at it. Okay, we have a question from Gilbert DeSare. Sorry, I didn't probably pronounce your name correctly. Have you ever sing in French? No, I never have sung in French because I unfortunately can't speak French. But I have sung in Portuguese for a little bit on a duet I did with Jane Monheit on my third CD. I'd love to learn French. I don't know if it'll ever happen. Sorry about that. Let's see here. Daniel Epler says, hey Tony, I've been a huge fan since I was a kid, and your music is incredible. I actually saw one of your shows with my dad when I was about 12. It's still my favorite concert I've seen. Anyway, who is the artist that really first inspired you in the jazz big band genre? And will your next album be closer to the style like your first two albums? Well, I feel old, but that's great. That you saw one of my shows when you were 12. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Daniel. And the first artists that really inspired me, I'd say first were like Harry Connick Jr., because he was kind of the only young guy singing in the genre at the time, and I remember his first concert was very memorable to me. Also, then I got into Frank Sinatra and Tony Bennett and Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr. They all really inspired what I do today. And as far as will my next album be closer to the style of your first two albums? Yeah, I think so. I think I've kind of explored some other territory for the last couple albums, and I'll be releasing music maybe in a slightly different way, more song at a time, but then compiling them to CDs, I'm thinking. And I really want to record some great standards and really start recording more in general. So the more people want to hear it and listen, the more I will do. So let me know what you want to hear, and I'll do my best. So we have one more. This is from the beautiful Ellen Romanoff. You asked for questions, so I'm trying to think of one that is truly thought-provoking. Is it really better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all? That's a little deep now, isn't it, Ellen? But of course it's better to have loved and lost. That's life. So if you if you're not loving or losing, then you're not really living at all. I guess that's my best wisdom that I'd have to impart on that. So definitely, you gotta love, you gotta lose sometimes, but it all comes back around in the end. So, all right, well, that's all the time for me, and take care. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. All right.
Play upon a piano, a grand piano, it simply carries me away. I get a huge kick on an acoustic. I love to run my fingers or